Hello and welcome back to my channel. You all, we have reached the third week of January, and so it's time for us to take a look back now at what we've done with our income for the beginning of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in so we can get started. So we budgeted for a total of $2,923 to come in at the beginning of the month. And we actually ended up with a total of $3,031.58 that came in for the beginning of the month. Now, instead of going through and reading every single one of these and boring you to death and taking up your time, I'm just going to skip to the total and talk about the things that were a little different than expected. So we have several bills, obviously, that come out at that beginning half of the month. Most of our bills come out at the beginning of the month. And so of the things that we paid, we had a few things that were different, and that was our gas bill. Our gas bill usually runs us around $50. This month we paid a total of $87.65, so we were in excess there of $37.65. We budgeted $120 for the electric. It was only $54.70. Let's see. And then for our kids' instruments, we budgeted a total of $89 every month, and we actually ended up paying a total of $168.95, so we were in excess of $79.95 there, and that's because we made the final payment on one of those instruments, and we got a 20% discount, so we went ahead and made that last payment, especially since we knew we had a little bit of wiggle room there because of those other bills. Let's see, so then that gave us a grand total for bills in debt of $2,293.66. We had budgeted for $2,270, so we were over by $23.66 for our bills in debt overall, which is still not bad considering we made that payment. For our sinking funds in the first half of the month, we budgeted for $104, and we did stuff that in our last video. And then for variable expenses, we separate that. So total, we budget for $785 for variable expenses. $560 of that is stuffed at the beginning of the month. And so of that $560, we have spent $377 at this point. And so the rest of that $560 will roll over to this last half of the month. And so once we finish out the month, then we can see what we have left over in that variable money so that we can stuff it into our savings challenges. So then looking at the grand total, $3,031.58 minus our expenses total was $2,853.66 with a difference of $177.92 minus what we added to sinking funds, which was $104, which left us with $73.92. Now, of that $73.92, only $25 of that is supposed to roll over to the next check, so that means we get to stuff that $48 into our savings challenges today. So that is where we are with our budget. We're doing pretty well to start off the year, so we're really excited about that. And then I did make a note. We did get the money back for last month's rent where they overcharged us for the renter's insurance, which we already had, so we did get that back. So that was another reason why we knew we could take care of this instrument bill, because we had a little bit of extra to play with in our beginning of the month budget. So that is it there. So I'm going to close that up now, and we're going to go ahead and move on and stuff these sinking funds. So the three that we're focused on today and what we're stuffing, and I separated it, you all, so let's do this. All right, so we have 150, 1, 2, and 3 to put into our sinking funds today. And so if y'all remember our goals, 100 of that is going to go towards debt. And I'm just throwing that in here for right now. And so I'm going to put that in here. So here's our 100 towards debt. Because remember, that's going towards that extra amount that we're trying to make. Remember, our goal is to do 113 into our emergency fund total for the month, and $307 for our personal loan payment. And so then this 50 is going to the dog because he has his shots coming up that will need to be done about halfway through the year, and so we want to make sure that we can do that. So let me stick that in there for him, and I'll update the tracker later. And then the last $3 of that money is going to go to gifts. So let me flip back through here. And there's our gifts. All right, so $3 in there. All right, so then that is it with our sinking funds. So then the last thing that we're going to take care of is our savings challenge. And so right now we are working on our Valentine's Day savings challenge. And so let's go ahead and add to it. And so we have a total of 10, 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, and 48 to add to that challenge. And so let's go ahead and take care of that. All right, so let's start with, let's see. Let's go ahead and we can get some of these chocolates here. So let's do that first. So there's one. We'll take care of that. And let's get two. Let's get another one. We'll have three. And let's get this one here. So that's 20. And so there's those two. And then let's see here. What else can we take care of? We're going to have a weird number, aren't we? So let's do 25, and let's get one of these sets of lips here. So what challenges are you all working on right now? Remember, my goal is to complete one each month. I don't know how successful we're going to be at doing that, but we are certainly going to try. It occurred to me after I set those goals that I should probably pick some that are a little smaller. And so I'll probably be looking for something like that. So then we have 3 of these remaining. And I think what I'm going to do is just... I don't know. I'm going to hold on to those for right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. I might save these for next time. So that is it for our Valentine's challenge. And so then the last thing that we're going to stuff, we get to stuff our little coin box. Now I have some change in here already that I had left over from the end of the year, and I just went ahead and dropped that in there. And so let me get my penny challenge. All right. And so the goal is to have that $667.95 at the end of the year. So let's see what we have, you all. Let's see. And I haven't counted this or anything, so we're just going to go and fill in what we can. So looking at this, let's see. What's our biggest number in here? Our biggest number is 365. So let's see what we have. Alright, so we have 365 here. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll do that one first. So alright, so that got a lot of it right there. And that means we can color this circle here. So let's go ahead and take care of that one. If we had more change, I thought we'd get the big ones first. All right, now let's see what we have left. Let's see. Let's see what we have in the dollars. So here's $1.25 on here. We'll go ahead and mark that one. And so let's mark it here. Let's do a lighter color this time. So $1.25. Yeah, let's see what else we can mark. So this is $1.70. So let's go ahead and add it. And so we'll mark it. All right. And remember where I'm getting the change for this. This is all of the roundup from any purchases that we make from our variable envelopes. So then we have 10, what was it? And so we have 28 here, so I can mark this one up here. So let's go ahead and mark it. So 28. All right, so we got to mark off 4 of those. I don't know that there's a faster way to do this one, you all. Hopefully that didn't take too long. And so that is it. So we have checked in on our budget. We definitely are well on our way to meeting our goal of stuffing that extra for this month for those two, for our emergency fund and our personal loan. We added to our sinking funds, and we worked on our savings challenge, and we have stuffed our penny savings. So that is it, and I'll see you next time.